Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Allenderry. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you establish and maintain a consistent home practice routine and help you to speak with intent. I have a question. Has anybody seen the Michael J. Fox movie called Still? It is streaming on Apple TV, and I had a chance to watch it yesterday, so I will talk about that a little bit as we go through the exercises. I also want to share with all of you who are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that June 8th at 1 p.m. at our clinic in our Clark and Bridget Lund Education Center, we are going to show the movie. So if you don't have an account with Apple TV and you've been wanting to see it, you can come to Parkinson Voice Project on June 8th at 1 p.m. And just so you know, Michael J. Fox's birthday is on June 9th, so we'll celebrate. I really do think he's a courageous person. I wish that he was in the Dallas area because I would love to work with him and I know that I could help him. But let's do our speech exercises and I will point out a couple things as we go through. Today's topic, Lisa picked it. Everybody say Top Gun. Ready? Top Gun. Make sure you're speaking out. Ready? Top Gun. Yes, that is the topic for today, and you'll find out when we get to our reading exercise. So let's all go ahead with intent. With intent. Grab your cup and take a sip of water and then swallow with intent. One thing I really wonder about when I watched the movie yesterday, has anybody talked to Michael J. Fox about intent? He's an actor. He has used intent all of his life. But has he had the opportunity to learn what intent has to do with Parkinson's? We'll talk more about it. Let's start with the first exercise, the May, Me, My, Mo, Moo. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Very nice. May, me, my, mo, moo. I want you to connect the sounds and speak out. Project your voice forward. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Speak out is about strengthening the muscles you're using for speaking and swallowing. And it's learning how to activate the intentional motor system. I want you to be in control of your voice, not Parkinson's. And that's one thing that I noticed on the movie yesterday. I want him to have more control over his voice, and I know that I could help him. I know it would help him. I am 100%, 1,000% certain that I could help him to gain back that control. Let's do another warm-up. May, me, my, mo, moo. One more. Stretch those vowels out. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. You noticed that I had to take a breath in there, right? Go ahead and take a sip of water. Even though we took a breath, we never talk about taking a breath, okay? I pointed out, but I don't want you thinking about the breath. I only want you focusing on speaking out. When you speak out, you take a deep breath. You move your vocal folds more. You move your tongue and lips more. You have better facial expression. You don't want to think about pulling back or sitting up straight or slowing down. Those are some things I saw in the movie yesterday. In your walking and in your talking, you want to focus on intent. All right? Let's get ready to do our ahs. All right. We're going to project that ah forward. Ready? Ah. Good. We do not need to hold it longer than 10 seconds. Yesterday we saw him do an ah that he held for about 15 seconds and it was tight, and so we don't want to do that, okay? We want to open our mouth with intent, okay, but not hyper. We call it hyperextend. So I need you to relax, okay, and project that ah forward. Just focus on speaking out. Ready? It's about control. You are in control of your voice with Parkinson's. I know it seems like you can't control it, but you can. I promise you, you can. Do what I do. Ready? I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling. I'm projecting my voice forward. Let's do it again. One thing I noticed about Michael J. Fox's voice, it's clear. He doesn't have that quality of a raspy voice, and honestly, sometimes that raspy voice is more difficult to treat. The type of voice disorder that he seems to have is the kind that would respond very well to speak out. And that's why I pray that I'm going to be able to get a hold of him so that I can help him, because we want to see him acting again. I am 100% certain that he definitely could do voiceovers. It would not be difficult to treat. He would probably see improvement in, oh gosh, a few days. And one of the reasons is because he has such good family support. His family is wonderful. So when we get Tracy and his kids involved, and we teach them about intent, and we help them explain what's happening in the brain, and he can pull on all of that acting experience and everything he's been doing all of his life and apply it to Parkinson's and understand it, he will do phenomenal. All right, let's do a short ah. Ready? Ah. Good. Again. Ah. Good job. Take a sip of water, then we'll move on to the glides. I've told you in the past that we want to have control when we do the glides, okay? So I never want anybody going just, that's what happens sometimes when people first come, because they're thinking of a loud voice and just, No, we don't want that. Speak out, project a steady ah forward, and then slowly, with control, glide up. Ready? The sound should be clear. We should try to get as many little notes in there as we can. Ready? Good. Okay. Okay, so we're just little notes going up. We're not hyperextending our mouth. Yes, we are deliberately opening it. Everybody just open your mouth. Okay, but we're not like this, not tight, not like what you saw in that movie. Just open it and project forward. Ready? Good. Let's do it again. Good job. Take a sip of water. You know, I'm wondering, it's really interesting how Parkinson's is a level playing field. Michael J. Fox has all the resources available to him, but he's just like you. He's just like you and so many people with Parkinson's that you know, you wonder why, like how could he not know about intent? But I think one of the big problems is that even though people with Parkinson's respond very well to exercise and therapy, it's hard to maintain it. And that is something that is a key part of the Speak Out program. If you notice, we have so much emphasis on maintenance. Even these online sessions, it's about maintaining what you achieve in therapy. And the sing-along is about maintaining. And our e-library and the workbook that we ship to everybody, it's all about helping you to maintain. That's what makes the program so different. So I don't know, maybe doctors are not referring as much because maybe they think it's hard to maintain it. Like, what good is it going to do if we can't maintain it? But that's not true. People with Parkinson's can maintain their speech, their swallowing, their ability to walk with confidence, but they need consistent therapy and exercise. So maybe that's the part that's missing. Let's go ahead and count. I want you to project your voice forward. Stop after every 4 numbers. We're not yelling. We're projecting. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It is very important that we are lifting and projecting forward. We're not doing 1, 2, 3. No, we're not yelling. And we're connecting. Let's try it again. Count to 16. Stop after every 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're going to reach for that last number. Think about, I've said if you run track, right? You run track, you're getting towards the finish line. Do you slow down? No. Do you look back? No. You blow through it. Think about that at the end of your sentences. You're going to reach, you're going to speak out all the way to the end. Say that with me. Speak out all the way to the end. Ready? Speak out all the way to the end. Do you see that? Do you hear that? I mean, right? See it and hear it. Ready? Speak out all the way to the end. End. It's in front of you. Try it again. Speak out all the way to the end. Good job. Take a sip of water. We're going to move on to the reading and find out why Lisa chose Top Gun as today's topic. All right, we're going to read the sentences. Reading is the dress rehearsal for conversation. Think of it that way. Reading is the dress rehearsal for conversation. In order to converse in a wonderful voice and to speak with intent, you have to be able to read with intent. And you have to have the strength and the endurance to read and to make it all the way through the bonus reading. So here we go. Top Gun was released on May 16th, 1986. We highlight some of the words to force you to use intent, force you to activate the intentional motor system that is not as dependent on dopamine. Read it again. Top Gun was released on May 16th, 1986. Next one. It starred Val Kilmer and Tom Cruise. Good. Again. It also included Kelly McGillis and Meg Ryan. Everybody say Meg Ryan. Ready? Meg Ryan. Yeah, we're using intent. Next. Anthony Edwards played Goose. Make sure the highlighted word sounds different from the rest. Read it again. Anthony Edwards played Goose. Ready? Movie critic Gene Siskel reviewed the film. Everybody say the word film and stretch it out. Ready? Film. Ready? Let's read together. Top Gun hits the right target with thrilling flying scenes. Oh my gosh, you have to use a lot of intent when you say thrilling flying scenes. Say that with me. Thrilling flying scenes. Very good. Okay, I want you to describe the images then and now. Go ahead. Let's describe these pictures and imagine that I can't see it. So you go ahead and tell me that. Go ahead and use your best voice. Everybody read with intent. Be deliberate. Anthony Edwards, Goose. Military clothing versus jacket, mustache versus beard. So you're looking at it and saying, what is the difference? Okay, give us the differences in this question. We are practicing speaking with intent in conversation. Go ahead. Ready? Kelly McGillis. Charlie, 80s hair versus short hair. And how about this picture with intent? Tell us what he's wearing. What's the difference? When we do exercises like that, it's not meant to be childish or elementary, or of course I know that you can see the difference. It's about being able to grab the words, organize your thoughts, and then speak out. On the movie, you probably noticed that the voiceover, and when he was sitting at a table reading, his speech was much clearer than when he was being interviewed. Because from reading to conversation, we will lose about 5 to 10 decibels. Also, when you're reading, you have the words in front of you, so it is easier to speak more fluently. When he was being interviewed, he didn't have a script. You had the cameras on him. He was concerned maybe about his medications, and so it was much harder to speak fluently. But he definitely can. Everybody, let's do Dr. Boone's words. Exaggerate the G, the K, and the NG. Here we go. Gula ganga ga. Gula ganga ga. Next. Kukamanguka. Reach for it. Kukamanguka. Two more. Ready? Gangla. Gangla. And the next. Kukla. Kukla. I know we're already at 20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and do the bonus reading for anybody that wants to stay on. So give me just a second. This is an excerpt. All right, review of Top Gun, May 16th, 1986. Now we are reading with intent. Exaggerate. Use more intent on the highlighted words. If your speech rushes, if you get off track, you can always catch up at the next highlighted word. Speak out, everybody. Here we go. The best graduate from each class at the school is known as Top Gun. And there, I think, you have the basic materials of this movie, except, of course, for 3 more obligatory ingredients in all movies about brave young pilots. Number 1, the girl. Number 2, the mystery of the heroic father. And number 3, the rivalry with another pilot. It turns out that Maverick's dad was a brilliant Navy jet pilot during the Vietnam era until he and his plane disappeared in unexplained circumstances. Take what you learned today. Download the reading material. Practice speaking out with intent using your best voice. And if anyone knows how to get a hold of Michael J. Fox, I am asking for your help. We can help him. Progress in Speak Out usually doesn't take very long. In less than 1 week, when people are working with us at our clinic, they are better. The results are tangible. They're significant. It's not something, improving speech in Parkinson's is not something where you have to exercise for 6 weeks before you see the benefit. It's immediate. And I want to help Michael J. Fox. So please help us get the word out and call the clinic. We need your help. All right. Bye-bye.